All right, now we good? Let's hope we good, guys. Let's do this. Yo. There we go. We're in the house. Send it up. What up, people? How y'all doing? It's your man, Tim Black. Welcome to the Pause with Tim Black. Let's make sure people can hear the show, man. Let's make sure this mic is working. Video's working. Yo, what up? YouTube in the house. What's going on? Yeah. Yes. All right. Now, you know this show, this is a new segment, right? Yeah, okay. It's okay. You can get a little rowdy if you want to. Get a little rowdy with them. All right, people. My name is Tim Black once again. Welcome to Pause with Tim Black. It's been a minute, but every Thursday I'm gonna bring this show to you. I was worried that I wouldn't be able to do this today because of a copyright situation I'm going through, but they haven't stopped my ability to live stream, so I'm here, which is a good thing because we don't want to go through that. So, Pause with Tim Black, guys. What's happening? What's up on Facebook? What's up, Facebook? How y'all doing? What's up, Twitch? I'm here. Hope you guys are good. Welcome to the show. I just want to kick it with you for a minute because there's a couple things that was on my mind. I don't know what's going on with you guys, but okay. So I was listening to Joe Biden talk, and I'm gonna cover this a little bit later. And as I listened to this town hall he had, right, and as I listened to him talk about or answer questions, one thing and one thing only stayed on my mind the entire time. No, it wasn't, is this guy capable to do the job? I thought about that, but that wasn't on my mind the whole time. That was like a fleeting moment, right? And no, it wasn't, is Joe Biden gonna do more for us than he's been doing? Now, that wasn't the question I had. The question that I had, guys, was, and it actually wasn't a question. It's a feeling that I had. We don't have no friends. We don't have no friends. We have no friends, Johnson. None. See, we walk around thinking we got friends in this game. We really don't. We need to make some friends with each other. But when it comes to the ruling class, we don't have no friends. Even when they're doing something I think is marginally good or may benefit some of us, it's always for a self-serving reason. Feel what I'm coming from? Like, Michael Graham just sent me a text just before I was going live to tell me that, I think it's HR 63. I may be getting that number wrong. But there's an amendment that will change the disparity between crack cocaine and powder cocaine. And he said, this is a good thing. Some folks going to be coming home. It's long overdue. And all I could think was, we ain't got no friends. Because see, I don't have Joe Biden and the Democratic Party doing these things for us to actually help us. I'm way past it. I don't know about you, but I'm so cynical. There's very little that they could do that would change my opinion that they're not doing this for just votes, or they're not doing it to have more of a tax base, or they're not doing it to have more of I don't know. But I seriously doubt. Sorry, people don't know I'm going live. My bad. I seriously doubt that it's being done on our behalf to help us. That's the part that gets me. So we don't have friends, folks. The only friends we have are working class people who are not rich, who are not so comfortable that they're good with the system being the way it is. So the fat ones living off the system, when I say living off the system, I don't mean getting social safety net money. That's not living off the system. Living off the system is not paying taxes. Living off the system is being a multimillionaire, right now, where you got your investments, you got your businesses, and you're good. You hit the lottery in this country, okay? And those people are not our friends because those people are resistant to the change that the rest of us need to see happen so that we can be okay. So they're good with shit being the way it is. It's us. The rest of us, if we ever gonna have any friends, any lasting friends, any shot at a friendship, it's gonna be with those people who are in the same predicament with us. I'm sorry, man. This is how it is. You want to believe that these other people who are doing so well are going to step out of their position and assist us, coexist with us, have our back? I doubt it. I doubt it. I doubt it. Call me cynical, but I've never seen that happen. I've never seen it happen. I've seen that's been taken advantage of before. Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen America take advantage of us. I see people give us lip service and rhetoric and platitudes, but I don't see them actually giving us what we need in order to move into the middle class, to move into a position where people aren't living paycheck to paycheck, to actually move forward, right? So that we don't have to worry about where our next meal is coming from, or if the food that we're eating in that next meal is healthy for us, or if we're going to be able to retire, or if we're going to be able to avoid that traffic stop that could cost your life, or if you're going to be compensated, right, from civil asset forfeitures, for instance. You know, civil asset forfeitures, they took more money from us than thieves took from us. More Americans have been robbed by their own government on charges that weren't even proved, where they confiscate real property, money, jewelry, any valuable possession. More of that's been done by the government to us than actual thieves breaking in our homes. And they want to tell us that we should fear our neighbor. Yeah, I fear some of my neighbors. Some of my neighbors are crazy. Some of my neighbors are homicidal. Some of my neighbors are psychopaths. Some of them. But the real people I should be fearing is my government, who has taken more from me, more from citizens like me and those that look like me and those who are fall in my tax bracket, right? Those who fall in my tax bracket than the damn crooks that we see in the movies. How many movies have you seen where the cops take the money and the stuff from average citizens? That happens all the time, but you're not going to see a movie on that. Right? Because Hollywood ain't going to make that movie. That's too much like reality. That's not funny. That's not entertaining. That's too real. So what I'm saying, folks, back to the theme is this. We don't have any friends. And the sooner we accept that, we will accept the fact we all we got. Until we accept that and realize we all we got, we ain't going nowhere. We're just going to keep dying and keep losing. So you can ignore this message if you want to, but you do so at your own peril. You do so out of ignorance. You do so shooting yourself in the foot. You're cutting off your nose to spite your face. Because that's all you got. That's the only chance we have. Because who's doing okay today may not be doing okay tomorrow. All it takes is one setback. All it takes is one pink slip. All it takes is one diagnosis, and you right back in the pot, boiling like the rest of us. Boiling like the rest of us. So, accept that you don't have no friends other than those in the struggle with you. That's it. Some of us forget a little bit up out of the pot. We forget where we come from. Some of us get out the pot a little bit. We forget where we come from. We forget we could lose that health care. We forget we could lose that job. We forget they could just give you that pink slip. You forget you could get canceled. Rude awakening. It can happen to you. It happens. All you got is us. You may not like it. Look down your nose at the working people. Look down your nose at the poor people. Programmed. It's the 1%. You strive to be 1%. It's the only reason why the system works. What makes the system work is you covet and wish for and dream to be the 1%. And you think somehow, some way that's going to happen for you. Because if enough of us realize the game is rigged and we weren't going to join the 1%, we'd be pissed off about what we have right now. But it's that fleeting dream. That fleeting dream that somebody cares about you. The fleeting dream that you're going to be okay. That fleeting idea, the fantasy that you can hit the lottery. That you can be a big star. Drive a big car. Right? Go to the moon like Bezos. Right? That's what they use against you. They use your hopes, your dreams, your aspirations against you. To pitch you against your actual friends. The only people, the closest thing to friends you're ever going to have is the man sitting next to you, the woman sitting next to you, and the ditch sitting next to you. That's the closest thing to a friend you have because you have something in common. You're both in the ditch. You're both in the pot. We don't have no friends. Instead of being down about that, accept it, embrace it, and realize that's our only chance out of this shithole. That's it. I'm going to tell you a true story of what happened, right? I stopped checking my DMs. Yeah, man, I stopped checking my DMs. Every time I looked at my DMs, it'd be somebody asking me to do something that I didn't want to do, with no upside at all for me to do it, that benefited them, not me. And half the time, they wouldn't even ask me nicely. It was almost like I had to do it, like I owed them something when they've never done anything for me. And this cycle kept repeating. Every time that I turn around, could you do this for me? Send this out for me. Retweet this for me. I got this thing. Help me promote it, please. Hey, I'm going through this. Help me out. Hey, share this GoFundMe. Hey, do this for me. Do that for me. Do the other thing for me. Hey, I'm trying to get this circulated. Hey, help me. And I, after a while, man, I said, fuck that, man. I'm not looking at my DMs no more. Right? Now, some of the people had actual good, serious situations. I still check my email. But DMs are lazy. Anybody could DM you. Anybody can reach out to your DMs. My DMs are wide open, man. You ain't have to follow me. I ain't have to follow you. Anybody could DM me. And it was crazy because everybody who had a gripe who watched the video they didn't like, they would go to Twitter or go to Facebook and just write me hate mail or threaten to kill me, right? Or call me names and shit. Call me the N-word or whatever, nigga, or ape or gorilla or some shit, right? You know how they do. This is the internet. So it wasn't just the people asking. It was also the hate. I was too accessible. But I didn't do it because I thought I was better. I did it because these weren't my friends. These people trying to take from me. Or these are people trying to hurt me. Or people trying to be comedians. Fast forward a little bit later, I changed it so only people that could contact me were people that I followed. But unfortunately, some of the people that I followed were people who were still out for self, who never done anything for me ever. But time after time after time after time, all they did was ask. Ask. And some of them, when you don't give, they have an attitude. Come on, you know what I'm talking about. People who have never done shit for you ever in life. Who for some reason, because they ask of you something, and you don't give it to them, they say that you're the problem. You're the problem. There's something wrong with you. You're a negative person. You're the bad guy. Because you realize you don't owe them shit. Who are they to ask a favor after favor after favor without offering anything? Oh, okay. Recently, this just happened recently. Recently, someone did this same shit. They sent me a message over a month ago. One time. I ignored it. I didn't even read the whole shit.
Sorry, I didn't catch that. You can also try spelling it.
Someone sent me a message who wasn't a friend of mine, who I've helped in the past, who's never helped me do shit. They were promoting something before in the past, and I helped them. They wanted to come on my show to promote it. I said, nah, but you know what I'll do? When you release your thing, I'll help you promote it. And I did. I did the thing. I helped them promote their thing that they were selling for money, by the way. They didn't offer me a cut. They didn't offer an advertisement. They just asked because I helped promote their thing that they were selling. And I did it for them. I did it for them. The second time they asked, I ignored them. I didn't even read the whole shit. I just knew they said, hey, we're doing something. I said, oh, click, that's good enough. I helped you once. Why I got to keep doing it? No, hey, Tim, how you doing, Tim Black? No, what's up, Tim Black? And these are people that call themselves progressive. This was around the time I realized that some of the people in the progressive movement weren't my fucking friends. No, they weren't my friends. They pretended they were my friends. You know what I'm saying? Friends pick up the phone, they call you, they ask you, how you doing? Friends check on you when you're down. Friends pop in every once in a while, ask how can they help you? Take is take. See, we in the same pot, but some of us lack not only ethics, man, fair dealing. I'm saying all that to say, I don't owe you shit, you don't owe me shit, and the way we treat each other should be based on the code. If you violate that code, you don't get to then play victim because I don't subscribe to your bullshit. You have deemed yourself and revealed yourself not to be a friend. At first, man, I didn't want to accept that because we want more friends, but pretending that somebody's a friend when they're not a friend, what does that get you? Come on, you've been there. If you pretend someone's a friend, if you want to force a friendship upon someone who's not your friend, you get hurt in the end. That's where the bitterness comes in. You all know what I'm talking about. You can't make somebody be your friend. And you can't expect people to do shit for you after you've done things for them because they might not keep score. They didn't got what they wanted. Why should they? They have no incentive. They had no incentive to begin with. If they get what they want, you don't get anything. There's no leverage to have a friendship. Friendships are about leverage. As much as we want them to be about philanthropy or good feelings or love, some of it's about leverage. You like spending time with me, I like spending time with you. You got my back, I got your back. When people don't need you to have their back, they're less likely to have your back. So that's back to my thing. Some of us think we have friends when we don't. The sooner we realize who our friends are, and if more of us realize who our friends were and stop trying to make friends out of people who are not our friends, hell, I'ma just say it. If you're not going to fight for me, I'm not going to fight for you. If you don't got my back, I don't have your back. You can't ask. Isn't that what the Democratic Party does? Some of y'all motherfuckers are doing exactly what the Democratic Party are doing. You're pretending you want me to be your friend only so you can get my vote. You want me to be your friend only so I can do a favor for you. But you're not really my friend because you don't do me any favors. You don't do nothing but take my vote and leave. You got what you need. You'll see me in 2 years or you'll see me in 4 years. And if I don't do what you want, you blame me and say I'm not a friend. But you had no intention of doing shit for me. We all been here. We all been here. I've been thinking long and hard about this concept. We got to know who our friends are, no matter how much it hurts. I got people that want to become Republicans because they think the Democrats ain't shit. And I get that totally, and I would never knock you for that shit. Never. I'm an independent. I register and unregister, depending on who I vote for. And I've always voted Democrat. But I don't stay Democrat anymore. I unaffiliate my ass. They want to run into the Republican Party. They think that's going to be friends. They're not your friends either. They all answer to the same corporations. They all answer to the same industries. They all answer to the same special interest groups. They're not your friend. Your friend is standing right across from you. Your friend is the other person, living paycheck to paycheck just like you. The problem is you don't think that friend can benefit you. Not like the rich can, not like the 1% can. Man, I hope this makes sense, man. Don't be like the Democratic Party and be my friend only when you need a vote. And don't be like the Republican Party and shit, basically tell me to go fuck myself. Because they do, I'm not going to lie. When it comes to black voters. Maybe some of you white voters, they treat you a little bit better. I mean, if you're Christian, you know, and straight. And have money. Or if you cling to some other shit, I don't know, that they champion for, you know? Whatever. They pretend to care about you. They pretend to be your friend. They're not your friend. The same deal, the same rules apply. They just want your vote. See, I've been thinking long and hard, what can we do to get out of this? And I realized the thing we can do is convince as many people as possible. What I need to do is convince as many people as possible is the people they think that are their friends are not their friends, right? Are not their friends. They need to make new friends. I don't give a fuck if we speak different languages. If we love the same, live the same, if we love differently, live differently, eat differently, walk differently, listen to different music, I don't give a fuck. What's important is we're both in the same boat. Do we want to get out of here? This place is on fire. Do you want to get out? If you say, yeah, that's all I need to know. I don't need to know who you slept with, what music you listen to, what's your favorite movie. That don't matter. What's important is we both want to get the fuck out the burning building. And right now, the room is on fire. It's an inferno. Some people say it's class, some people say it's race. I'd say it's both. People die because they're poor, people die because they're black and poor. Same thing. We don't have any friends. And if we keep that in mind, maybe we'll apply the necessary amount of pressure on the powerful so that we can get what we need. We also need to recognize when we do have friends. We can have imperfect friends. Imperfect friends try. You ain't got to be perfect to be a friend. Imperfect friends try. Are they trying? It's up to you to make that decision. It's up to you to make the decision. Are they trying at all? Are they trying to be your friend? Or are they acting like someone who has your interest at heart? They can't be perfect. Nobody's perfect. But are they trying? So anyway, I try to do a better job of picking my friends now. I try to be a little bit more discerning. Have a little bit more qualifications. Give people a little bit more rope. Be a little bit more selective. Be a little bit more patient with that ass. Because I'm tired of getting burnt. We all need to be tired of getting burnt. And we need to all realize who our friends are and who our friends are not. And both sides are equally important. If it's just you and it's just me, at least it's good to know that. Because when they come through the room, they come through the door, at least I know I'm all I got. Relying on you will get me killed if you ain't got my back. The plan is different when we know who we got. The plan gets jacked up when we think we got help when we don't have help. Anyway, man, I listened to Joe Biden talk. I'm going to cover it tonight on tonight's show, man. Anybody who has confidence in this guy is delusional. Anyone who has trust in this guy is delusional. I know they're paying you money and you have a position. You're still delusional as hell. Either you're just a hell of a liar, Johnson. You have to be lying to yourself because you damn sure lying to me. Because there can't be a single soul who listens to this guy talk that's like, yeah, all the confidence in the world. How could you have confidence in a guy who can't put together a sentence? But then we mock Trump supporters for believing Trump, but you believe Biden. That shit don't make sense. I mean, what else do we need to do to realize that they don't have our backs, that they're not our friends? I don't know what else we need to do. What else do you think we need to do? Wait for to die from smoke inhalation from the room on fire? To realize it's on fire? To realize we got to realize we need to all get the hell out of here together? Or we need to put the fire out and then lock up the crooks and the corrupt bastards and get them out of office and primary their asses? What else we need to see? What else you need to stick around for? The body got to rot. It's got to smell. For you to realize they're dead, they're right there. They're not moving. The bodies are dead. What we going to do? We got to bury them. They're not coming back. They never was on your side. They're zombies. They dead. They're gone. That's it. What I'm saying is, some people are holding out hope beyond hope. Now, I try to be optimistic, but I'm not a fool. I'm not going to be your fool. I give you a rope. You hang yourself with the rope. You're either a friend or you're not a friend. They're either your friend or they're not your friend. Neither one of these parties are our friends. We need to stop acting like people who have parties that have our backs. And stop acting like people that are out for themselves are out for you when they're not. And stop acting like the people that DM me asking for favors and then have the audacity to go public and try to shit on me for not being quick enough to respond to help them with their shit. That they are friendly. That they are noble, that they are worthy of friendship, that they deserve any fucking thing from us. They don't. These are things I think about, man. Because at some point, we got to stop the cycle. And at some point, we have to smell the coffee. At some point, we got to realize what we're up against. And it may be a grim picture, but you got to look at the picture, man. Because if we don't look at reality, how are we going to fix it? I don't have all the answers, but I got some questions, though. And I know one of my main questions is, are you a friend or a foe? You used to think people were friendly, man. You meet them in person, you talk to them, you hang out a little bit. You know? Spend a little time with them, think you know a person. Then they do things you can't believe, like a friend would do. They're like, wow, that was all bullshit. Wow. Okay. Well, acceptance. Overestimated, right? Overestimated what we had here. My bad. I made that mistake. I'll take that one on the chin. It's okay to be fooled by the Democratic Party. It's okay to be fooled by the Republican Party. What's not okay is to keep on being fooled by that shit. When you know better. When you know better, you got to do better. When you know better, you got to do better. So I don't buy nothing that's selling now. Nothing. And if somebody's in my good graces enough for me to believe them or give them that rope, I'll give them the rope. I won't second guess while I give them the rope. I give them the rope and we'll see. And then I judge them accordingly. And then I act accordingly. Based on how they act, that's how I act. And I don't set high expectations. I don't think they're going to change the world alone. I don't think they're going to change it alone. They're going to fix it and make it all straight. Make all crooked lines straight. I don't believe that shit. There's no saints walking the earth that I know of. It's no angels. Fallible human beings. But a person of character. You can see it. You can judge it for what it is. So my friends list is short now. But you know what? It's the same fucking length it's always been. It was me telling myself I had a longer list of friends. Maybe you've been there. You know what I'm talking about. You didn't lose friends. You just found out who your real friends were. Some people don't want to hear it, man. They don't want to hear it. They want to believe, look, man, you live in a country with no health care. You live in a country with student debts swallowing people. You live in a country that when they freed the slaves, the only people that got compensated were the people that lost the slaves. You live in a country where we stole people's land and pushed them in reservations as after we tried to genocide them. We never kept a treaty with them. We never a treaty did you give or make with them that we kept. That's the country you live in. We live in a country that dropped the only country to drop an atomic bomb on another country and only did it to see if the bomb worked or how good it worked. I mean, come on, man, this is what it is. We live in a country that lives in the fallacy that we saved some people from the Nazis when we dragged our feet like a motherfucker. And the people that we're taught to hate lost the most casualties stopping the war. But meanwhile, we make movie after movie after movie where we're the hero. That's the country you live in. And then you can't believe that the Democratic Party or Republican Party, whichever delusional party or fixation you have, whatever side of the aisle you fall on, you think they have your back? That they're your friend? Do their history. Do their history. Oh, as long as you can, because they're trying to take everything that's real out the history books. So I don't know. But try to hurry up and read about it while you still can. It's not illegal yet. Not yet. Not everywhere. Maybe some of us can still find some facts. Shit. We're in an upside down world, man. These people stand for nothing. Only friends you have are the friends we make. The only friends we have are the ones in the same position that we're in. And that's what I'm becoming. I'm becoming. I'm starting to eat my own dog food. You know what I'm saying? You got to eat your own cooking. And that's what I'm doing. I've been eating my own cooking, Johnson. I'm realizing what it is. And I accept it for what it is. Accept it for what it is. We say both parties suck. It sounded cool. It sounded sexy. I like it. That sounds good, man. Both parties suck, Johnson. That's a play on words. I love it. It's also damn near depressing. But it's reality, man. And that's why other people don't want to accept it, because it's real. It's too true. I want to make it about Kamala Harris being a woman. I want to make it about Joe Biden being old. You want to make it about some other bullshit. At the end of the day, it's about whose team they on. If they ain't on that team, fuck them. And guess what? Deciding to do that now is still late because they've been did that to you. They made their choices. They've already decided that they weren't on our team. Imagine that wanting to cancel the filibuster because you want to win over some Republicans. And there are people buying it. They think they're on the same team. Moron. Yeah, you know. Yeah. Moron. I don't know, guys. Just things I think about. Sometimes you got to pause and think about it. They want us to believe fairy tales. They want us to believe in something without any evidence of truth. They want to tell us what they're about without showing us what they're about. Worse than that, they want us to believe in something when they show us the opposite. Biden's showing us the opposite. People still believed it. They say Trump was the worst thing that ever happened to us. I guess they haven't been around that long. I guess they don't have access to those history books. They say Trump was the worst president ever. He was horrible. But we had presidents doing slavery, so I don't know. That's the epitome of white privilege, isn't it? To tell a black person the worst president we ever had was Trump, when we had presidents who reinforced Jim Crow. Literally. We had presidents doing slavery. And you want us to believe Trump was the worst? That's why black people like in droves are deciding to dump the Democratic Party. Shit don't even make sense. And you know what? They also didn't know the fear that some black people had, because I'm going to tell you something, I don't know if you noticed or not, but I did a video about this back in 2016. Look, no bullshit. I was walking my son to school. Right? Bus stop. Not too far from the house. To the bus stop. It was right after the election. Trump won. These are little kids. So this was what, 4 years ago? So he's 12 now. He was 8. God, I want to feel like it was before that. Anyway, the little kids were talking at the bus stop. We're there waiting for the bus. The kids were talking about Trump. One of the black kids says to the other black kid, Trump, my mama said Trump gonna bring back slavery. I shit you not. That's what was being said in his home. Trump gonna bring back slavery. Now, I don't know if the parents were joking when they said it or not, but the look on the child's face didn't look like they were joking. Now, it's all the trepidation that people had about Donald Trump. I don't know if they had that fear if they were white or Latino or Asian, but that's a fear that black people have. I was watching people talk about the vax shot, the vax. They were trying to dispel myths about the Tuskegee experiment. You see this? Say, hey, the Tuskegee experiment, it wasn't that the government gave us bad drugs. It's that they, instead of trying to help us, they just monitored us as we died. They were supposed to help them with syphilis and tuberculosis. Instead, they just watched it. Just watched them die and took notes and gave them placebo. So don't worry about the vax. The vax is good because our fear is them not helping us and giving us the wrong thing, but actually not helping us and studying us like lab rats. And my thing is, some people don't understand why we feel the way we feel about this shit, because their history doesn't have that in it. Now, if your history had that chapter in it, regardless of how you see the facts, regardless of how you remember the facts, or if you have full access to the facts, whether you think it was a omission of a vaccine or a fake vaccine, or we're given the condition or disease, just to have that in your memory bank. Just to have that in your memory bank puts you in a certain category, a certain disposition about America. Just having that. Being raised with people that said, hey, this happened, and then found out it did happen. That they knowingly let people die and they could have prevented it. That's the real fact. Instead of rolling your eyes and breathing heavily and gasping like these poor Negroes don't get it, the real fact is that they could have helped us, they didn't help us. Now, if you were brought up and you know that, you might hesitate to take something too. You might hesitate to take a vax shot too, regardless of what Juvenile says in his rap song. All I'm saying is, we know who our friends are, we know who our friends are not. And those same people that are so worried and so hesitant, so paranoid to believe the government based on resounding evidence, believe the Democratic Party? They're the government. What the fuck is going on? I don't understand. I'm trying to figure. They're there too. They're part of it. So that's why I say part of my job is to make people realize those ain't our friends. And accept that person right there, that That's your friend. That's the only friend you got. So make do. Now let's round together. Let's circle the wagons around each other and assist one another as we try to get out of this mess. I just don't think any party's going to save us, man. Ain't nobody coming for us, man. If they was coming for us, they would have already came. Africans ain't coming to take us back to Africa. And Joe Biden ain't coming to rescue us. And Trump ain't coming to rescue y'all. So what we going to do? Huh? Trump ain't going to swoop in 2024. But see, everybody wants something. They want to believe in some shit. Because they know what's going on now. Unless you're rich, unless you're doing well, back to the beginning of the story, unless you're doing well and you're all good, you hit the proverbial lottery, unless you're like that, you're looking for something because you know this ain't the way it's supposed to be. You shouldn't be living paycheck to paycheck. Americans have never worked harder than they're working right now. We've never been more efficient. We've never been more proficient and efficient. We never worked harder. Americans work harder than we've ever worked. We're more efficient in our work. We get more done with our time than we've ever gotten done. And instead of letting our wages keep up with inflation where we be making $23 an hour, $7.50. $7.25, which one is it? And somehow through the use of TV, we've somehow accepted that the reason why we suck, or the reason why we're doing bad, the reason why we're dying, the reason why we die early, the reason why we're homeless, the reason why people live under poverty, the reason for all these things, why we lack, the reason why we have crime, all of it's because we're bad people. Because there's something wrong with us. But not the system that we live in. Eventually, man, somebody's going to wake up, man. Eventually, some people got to wake up. They got to wake up. I shouldn't be surprised people accept it. I shouldn't, man. They believe anything. Put a nice enough intro in it, nice enough music, nice enough cinematography. Have great actors, beautiful people on the screen. You believe anything, you know. I mean, hell. Half the country believes that black people deserve to be on the bottom after being here 400 years. Somehow we don't want to do better. Somehow we don't want to. Some people believe that. They believe it's a character flaw. Pathological. Instead of the government. They don't want to believe that. Because they think the government is a fucking friend. Well, we're your friends. We're your friend. Closest thing you're going to have to a friend. Person right there next to you. So anyway, I feel like I'm rambling at this point. But I just think about these things, man. I think about them. I say, pause. How can you be helpful? How can you do something that matters? Because Lord knows I ain't going to get rich off this. I don't have the complexion for the protection from the collection. Shout out to Paul Mooney. I ain't going to get rich off this. Well, how can I do some good? How can this matter? How can this matter beyond me? And if my son watches this when he's older, if they haven't deleted my YouTube channel, what's something that I would want him to hear from his dad, say from his own lips, so he could, or put it this way, my granddaughter could see this. She's 2. My youngest granddaughter is 2 years old. My 2-year-old granddaughter, when Lala is 18 and she watches this, if she did watch this, would she be proud of me? Would she understand what I'm saying? Would she get it? My hope is that she wouldn't get it, because she'd be like, wow, America's such a utopia. What's Dad talking about? What's Pop talking about? What's he talking about? We kicked that climate thing in the ass, and black people got their 40 acres and a mule, and we all got health care. And then go to I can take any class I want to take. We stop bombing the shit out of these countries, and all this, well, I don't know what Dad's talking about. Or Pop, I'm sorry. Love her like she's my daughter, you know? But I got an aching feeling. Oh, I got an aching feeling. That ain't the way it's going to turn out. I got a feeling she's going to know. She's going to understand. She's going to say, Pop's right. No friends. No. Maybe some friends. All right, tonight, I'm going to do my best to be at 11 o'clock, man. Gotta speak truth to power, right? Gotta speak truth to power. I don't know. I think crazy stuff sometimes. Don't worry about me. Tonight, 11 o'clock, we do a show where, I'll cover actual news. If you got ideas for coverage, with stories you want covered, you can send them to clientcare@timblacktv.com. clientcare@timblacktv.com. Send those story ideas this way. That helps a lot. And, yeah, that's it. That's all I got. I hope we got a shot. I want to be optimistic. I would like to believe that we got a shot at this. I would like to believe that we could all come together and realize who our enemies are, who our friends could be, and make those friends and go about the business, the hard work. Some of us might not make it, but some of us will. It can't get us all. But if we all just hunker down and pretend and cut on Netflix and Hulu and try to forget the shit we're living in, then we ain't going to make it at all. We're going to all die slowly. With the frogs boiling in the water, and they turn the heat up very slowly. But the result is the same. All right. Hopefully that makes some sense, some of this shit. I don't know. I just felt like I wanted to do my live stream. I wanted to talk about what was in my head. I wanted to see if anybody could relate to any of it, if it made sense to you. And all I know is, because how can people be fooled about Biden? How can people be fooled by Trump? They want a friend, Johnson. They need a friend. And the only thing I could think to tell them is, you don't have no friends. Not them. Those are not your friends. That's the problem. We need more people. All right, I'm Tim Black. I'll see you on the next one. Let me go to the comment section real quick, see if we got any super chat stuff. Add a burger. If they do not like Bernie for endorsing S&T, I'm done and will become nonpartisan. Become nonpartisan. People are so frustrated. I used to get upset about stuff like that, but not anymore, man. Nobody's above criticism, obviously. But also, the frustration level's so high, we all get there at some point. So that's part of the problem, I think. We all get to that point, I think. I think some of us don't realize you didn't start where you are. Wherever you are, you didn't start there. So some of the people that think that they are enlightened, they didn't come out the womb enlightened. Enlightenment is something that occurs through tribulations. It's something that occurs through experience. It's like wisdom. It's like big muscles. It's like a six-pack. It's like true love, right? It's like building a family. It takes time. Some motherfuckers who at a certain point call other people all types of names and label them when really they're just not where you are yet. Well, some of them. Now, we have some people that are bad faith actors. That's a whole different thing. Those motherfuckers are paid to not know. That's different. We got some people who are paid not to know, and some people with their eyes on the prize. You can't get through to them because it's not that they don't see your point of view. It's that their money's on them, their eyes are on the money. So there's not anything you can do. You know what I'm saying? So those are different people. On one group, you got people that just don't know, who haven't gone through this shit yet. They haven't had your experience yet. They're not done. They're not sick and tired of being sick and tired yet. Okay? It'll happen. They live long enough, it'll happen. Then we got the other people that are paid, sell out, whatever the hell. Those people, fuck them. Okay? Different people. When you put these people in this group, that's a misjudgment. When you put these people in this bucket, you're fucking up. Okay? When I say that, I mean me too. But I had to learn that. Don't mix your buckets because you hurt people that way. Ill State Fisher. Thank you, Ill State. I appreciate it. Ill State. Is that Illinois State? Fishing's a good thing, man. I recently went fishing, Ill. Yeah. I recently went fishing. And I'm going to tell you something, man. Every time I go fishing, right, I'm always like, because now I go on boats, right? Me and my brother, my nephew, me and my brother, my cousin's father, I don't know what you call uncle. No, it's my marriage. My father's sister's former husband. I don't know what he is. Nothing. Okay. And a couple other friends of the family. We go fishing on a boat. And, it's fun. Chesapeake Bay, fishing, catch some panfish. It was a great time. I posted it on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram, Tim Black at Night. I used to go fishing a lot more. That's when I had time. Back when I had a regular job and I did this on the weekends, or I did this when I could during the week, I used to go fishing. I got fishing rods that I don't get to use, bro. That used to be my hobby, man. And I picked it up from my cousin. He taught me how to fish. My younger cousin taught me how to fish. Chemo Andrews, thank you, Chemo. I just say all that to just say it, man. Fishing is fun. I didn't think I'd like it. I'm a city boy. I'm from the hood, Jack. But fishing's all right. I met some people, different people fishing too, man. I met some brothers that live off the land, man. They said, man, we fish in the spring, we hunt in the winter. Fish in the spring, hunt in the winter. The winter, the fall, they hunt. The summer and the spring, they fish. That's what it is. It's like, wow, that's what's up. Now, I never done the hunting thing. Never went hunting. But I'll go fishing. But nowadays, I have no time. I go like once or twice a year now. All right. After so many years of being misled, I had no faith in the Democratic Party. Good! You are where we need to be. So, who's your friend? Now, don't say the Republican Party, or you go right back in the pot. Who's your friend? The people. What people? The people that are where you are now or ahead of you. Those are your people who understand, who get it, right? That's it. It pisses me off when people go, oh, I hate the Democrats, and they jump in another pot. Hey, that's on the stove too, Johnson. You jump in one pot, out one pot, into another pot, and then claim you're smart. No. What, this one's got Old Bay in the water? This one's got plain salt? Or lack of salt? I don't know. Mayonnaise? I don't know. But you get what I'm saying, right? Some asinine shit. Oh, I'm not a Democrat. Get off the plantation. And they walk right into the new plantation. How dude walk from wrestling? I'm getting off this Democrat plantation. Walk over to the other plantation. Start picking up shit. Look at you on another plantation. Talking smack like you smart. Just, I'm off this plantation. Look at you. You're on another plantation. We're from the Johnson plantation to the Wilson plantation. Talking shit. Yeah. I'll fix you. Over here. You was picking cotton on the Democratic plantation. Went over here and start. I don't know. Went over here in the mines, the salt mines over here. Talking shit. Chest all out. Bragging. You have no friends, dummy. None. In either one of those. It's with the people. That's it. Uno, nuno. That's it. Paul Chapman, don't hunt for sport. If a millionaire politician deserves it, then I won't judge. No, my friends hunt for food, man. Food. Well, not my friends. These are people I met while I was fishing. They're in sport. I don't know nobody black that sport hunts, man. What are you talking about? I don't know anybody black. I don't know anybody white that sport hunts. I'm from a different tax bracket. I don't know what's wrong with people. Somebody recently said that too. It's like, Tim, what you need, Tim, is get somebody in your family who's a lawyer that can help you out for free. They can help you out pro bono. Okay, I'll just look that right up. Let me look at my Rolodex of my family members who are lawyers. Oh shit, I don't have any. We live in different existences, Johnson. I'm not saying there aren't black lawyers. I'm saying there's ain't none of them in my family. That's all I'm saying, Johnson. That's all I'm saying. All right? No diss. There are black people that do everything. There's black lawyers, doctors, scientists, metaphysicists, whatever, all that. None of them was at my Thanksgiving table. That's all I'm trying to tell you. All right? That's all. Construction worker. Okay? All right? Blue collar. Own his own, someone else own their own cleaning business, But I don't need him to clean the studio's pro bono. You know what I'm saying? I need Sheldon, what's up, Sheldon? What's up, Paul? You have a friend. I will always have your back when and if you need it. Hey, thank you, Paul. My brother. And look, I believe you, Paul. I believe you. All right? We need friends in the political sense as well. Okay? You know what I'm saying, Paul? People who sink. Here's the problem. This is the part. This is the part. We need people who sink when we sink. We need people that are going, look, because those are their best friends now. What's that saying, guys? Nobody in foxholes. There are no atheists in foxholes, right? Right. So, when two people have the same fate, you got to have shared fate to have shared solidarity. Whoa! That's it! You got to have shared fate to have shared solidarity. Because this ain't about good feelings. Right? I'm not saying there can't be people that do things because they had good feelings. There are people that do good things because they had good feelings. John Brown did some shit. Come on, abolitionist John Brown. His fate was not tied to black people. He could have walked away at any moment. He had something about him, in him, that he saw the world a different way. He was willing to, what? Die for it. What? Pay a price for it. People want to say they're your ally. They ain't really to walk. They're not really or truly willing to pay the price for you. To be in solidarity. To be in solidarity is to have what? A shared fate. Hey, look, man. If they're coming in the room, we can turn back to back and take out as many of them as we can. But if they're coming in the room for me, just me, you might leave. Huh? What? Now, not everybody would leave. Some people would stay. My dumb ass would stay. I've stayed when I shouldn't have. I made that mistake. Not saying everybody would cop out. What I'm saying is the truest or the sturdiest ground for solidarity is a shared faith. How can we get these people to realize they have a shared faith, whether they want to accept it or not? I believe, look, one of the tricks, guys, is never going extra innings, right? One of the tricks is they don't show black people, one of the tricks is they don't show white people getting shot by the cops as much as they show black people getting shot by the cops. See, if the cops show white people getting shot by the cops, they wouldn't be shooting people, okay? Okay? You know what I'm saying? So, they keep showing black people get shot by the cops, and white people think only black people get shot by cops because black people don't listen. But no, they shoot white people too. They just don't show you because it's enough for you to do something. You understand what I'm saying? There are white people getting shot by cops. I've covered it. White kids getting shot by cops. I covered a story of a white kid shot like 6 times on a wellness check. He survived. He's going to have years and years and years of therapy. Okay? Wellness check. Shot his ass 5 times. And he hadn't shot someone. They just didn't know what to do with him. Oh, pow, pow, pow. Get what I'm saying? But how do we get people to realize we have a shared fate? When the media won't show it to them. But they'll make money off of us. Right? They'll make money off our pain. Then use us to legislate or use us to try to get stuff for themselves. Oh, the poor blacks are being abused. Oh, God. Give us money. Poor blacks are being abused. Let's run that a few times. We'll get some clicks and views. But see, if white people get shot by cops and they start running that, they wouldn't. The only clicks they got wouldn't just be on mouses, on websites. It'd be some other clicks. You understand what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? Because if they start showing white guys getting shot by cops, like they show us getting shot by cops, stop believing that no white people get shot by cops. They do get shot by cops. See? You know what I'm saying? They be screwing with us, Johnson. Anyway, I like that statement. A shared fate is the only solidarity that I can count on. Now, if you believe you have shared fate, then we're both going to drown, and it takes both of us to get out of this, to save, it's going to take both of us. Like, we can't paddle the boat alone. Now, how do we get people to believe that? How do we get people to know that? How do we get people to accept that? That's the quest. And that's why we got to pause and think. And not make another curve video. No, pause and think, Tim. Because the curve videos do really well. That's why everyone's doing them. They do really well. Oh, look at the white lady. Oh, she's horrible. Yeah, I know. But how do we get out of this shit? Right? How do we get out of this? And look, I'm not saying I'll never do another current video. What I'm saying is, as fun as that is to see, how does that get us out of the boiling water? How does that get us how does that stop us from drowning? How does it help me convince these other people who have more power that we have a shared fate? How do I convince them those aren't their friend? I'm your friend. We are your friends. How do we get them to that point? Can we ever get to that point? That's what I think about, Johnson. Am I articulating this a little bit better now? How do we get to that? And that's what I'm working on. I will always have your back, Tim. I always got your back, Shell. Come on, dog. I realize we're in this together. Having your back means I have my children's back. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. El San Diego win. What's up now? What up? You know what I'm saying? Do you understand what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? It makes sense? Wow. Wow. Flame said do some more current videos. I will, Johnson. I will. But that's not all I'm going to do. Right? Because this shit entertaining, though. There's some horrible currents out there. They get us all killed, Johnson. I think Chuck D recently, I followed Chuck D on Instagram. He recently put out a post. He said, too many of us didn't grow up in a time we could say anything you want to say without getting punched in the mouth. Yeah. I think about that sometimes too. I was thinking about it really hard earlier. Yeah, I was thinking about that. Like, damn, I remember when you could just call your girlfriend and be like, yo, get her. Tony. Oh, you got the book above the law. All right, Tony. Tony got the book above the law. Look, guys. Thank you, Tony. See, I don't promote stuff, man. I just talk and share thoughts. I forget to promote stuff. Become a member of the Tim Black Wolfpack, but do it at a $15 level. That's the above the law and qualified immunity level. We'll send you a book. Now, we sent Tony DeMaio the book, in qualified immunity. It's called Above the Law. It's by Ben and Jerry, right? Go to the campaign to unqualified immunity.org. The campaign to unqualified immunity.org. You'll see the organization. You'll see the vision. I'll send you the book, Above the Law. The foreword is written by who? Michael Render, a.k.a. Killer Mike. It's got real-life stories of people that got screwed over by cops. Because of what? Qualified immunity. So we got to end qualified immunity. Got to end that shit. No one else has a get out of jail free card. I just posted a video from the 5150 show. Where they were talking about someone's cousin that was in the show was saying how their cousin was a lawyer, lost his ability to practice law. Why? Because somebody broke in his house and tried to rob him. He fought the guy. When he finally got the guy off him, the guy runs out the door, he grabs his gun, shoots at the guy, goes to jail for 10 years for shooting at him. Because the guy had crossed the threshold of the house. So once the guy ran outside the door, even though he didn't shoot the guy, the fact he shot at him, it was attempted murder. It wasn't attempted murder for the guy to break in his home and beat his ass in his own house. It's attempted murder when he shoots at the guy. See, because citizens don't have qualified immunity. Cops shoot us all the time, particularly black people I've seen. They shoot us all the time running away. No threat, running the other way. But if you're a citizen to do it, 10 years. And he was a lawyer. Okay? He was a lawyer. No record, obviously. Shoots at a home invader who beat his ass in his own home. Gets the guy off him. The guy starts to run. He finally gets to his gun and shoots at the guy. But since the guy ran out the door before he shot, wasn't like he was down the street. He just ran out the house he tried to burglarize and beat the guy's ass, the home on his ass. He misses the guy. He does not hit the guy or anyone else. He goes to jail for 10 years for what? Attempted murder. Because of what? Because the homeowner in California does not have qualified immunity. Now, a police officer shot a man in the back 5 times. At least 5 times. What was his name? He got pulled over. He had a warrant. He ran. He was like in a park, running real slow. Cop shot him like 4 or 5 times. Then tried to plant stuff. Remember this? I want to say Scott. Scott. The name Scott comes to mind. Scott comes to mind. There's a lag here, so I can't look here. What's his name? Someone knows it. Walter Scott. Thank you, my brother. Thank you, Hiram, sister, brother, Hiram, Johnson. Thank you, Johnson. I appreciate it. There's so many of those. That's the one, though. That's the one I was thinking of. That's the one I'm envisioning. Because I just remember seeing this black guy running very slowly away from the cop like this. Running away from the cop, Michael Schlager. Running away from Michael Schlager like this. Like he was going somewhere. He was running really slow. Pap, 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 pap. I think he got in trouble, though, because he tried to plant evidence. So, man, that's a different story, you know, because that cop did get it, I think. Did he get it? Didn't he? Did he? Shot in the back. It's a rigged system. You're damn right it's rigged, Tony. SK, Biden lied as much as Trump last night. That's what I'm talking about. I'm going to cover that tonight. Marjorie Lemons. Thank you, Marjorie Lemons, for the support. Paul Chapman. Dude looked like the poor lady in Chicago that was naked and cops abused her while she was in a blanket. She was black, but they invaded the wrong apartment. I saw that. I saw that. They wouldn't let her get dressed, Johnson. They humiliated that sister. Humiliated her in her own home, wrong apartment. Scared the hell out of her. Pay that lady. I covered that story. Pay that lady. Your friend is not a party. That's not your friend. Your friend is not a party. Facebook people, I'm sorry I was so mad at you. I'm sorry I got so pissed off at you. I need to try to convert you. I need to try to wake you up, Facebook. Your friend is not a party. My friend is not a party. Understand? Your friend is not a party. Maybe a birthday party, but not a political party. You understand what I'm saying? Our political parties had too much influence of money to be friends. Hey, man, if your friend is a kleptomaniac and a pyromaniac, I don't know, it can't be your friend. They're not capable of friendship. And a psychopath at the same time, like pyromaniac, okay. All those things I said. Pyromaniac, kleptomaniac, and a psychopath, they cannot, antisocial, right, psychotic, whatever. They can't be, they're not quite, they can't. They don't have the tools. Well, that's the way the political parties are set up. Without corrupt systems, with Citizens United, with the lobbyists, all this shit, they can't be your friend. It's impossible. It is impossible. That does not compute. It is an impossibility. It's mathematically impossible for them to be your friend. You have to accept that. Facebook, accept it. I got a lot of conservatives on Facebook. They stop following me. Why? Because I shit on Democrats. They stop following me. Why? Because I also shit on Republicans. Uh-oh. Should have told you. You still think the Republicans are your friends. You got to realize they are not. I don't know what else to tell you, Johnson, but I got to tell you the truth. I can't lie to you. I look like lying to you. Gotta keep it real, Johnson. All right, guys. I'm talking like I don't have a show tonight. Thank you for tuning in to Pause with Tim Black. If you find this interesting, real, and you'd like to have more of this, and you'd like to support this show, become a member of the Tim Black Wolfpack. Go to jointimblack.com. Do that right now. Go to jointimblack.com. Become a member. Starts at $5. Of course, you could join at any level. $50, $100, $25. Doesn't matter. But remember, independent media is the only thing we got, man. Independent media is the only media we got. You can't call this other stuff media. Call it propaganda. Don't call it media. Don't call it news. Call it what it is. Propaganda. Call McDonald's fast food. Call corporate media propaganda. That's what it is. All right? All right. That's it, guys. I'm good. You good? Wolfpack. Wolfpack Johnson. Wolfpack. I'll see you later. All right? Be good. Be safe. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Tonight, 11 o'clock p.m. Same place, same... Wherever you are, come back to this place at 11 o'clock. Peace, Johnson. Shout out to everybody who supports this show. I appreciate you. Thanks for supporting the Tim Black Wolfpack. Thank you for being a member of the Tim Black Wolfpack.